morning, Quadcopter 101 here. Before we get started, let's get the shout out of the way. Today's shout out goes to Wickus VT1234. He was first to say first in one of my recent videos and thus wins this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have a neat new review for you of the XK A100 SU-27 version. Now, I did a previous review of the A100 J11 version, and this is a little bit different, not much different, but a little bit. This is, again, supposedly a model of the SU-27. It comes in white. What I like about these A100 models are, all three of them, they are three-channel aircraft. They are true three-channel aircraft. You have throttle control. Although you don't have rudder control, you do have yaw control via differential thrust applied through your transmitter here. And additionally, you do have elevators that are operated by this solenoid in the belly here. So a true three-channel aircraft. Now, what do I like about it? It's actually a lot of fun to fly. It's kind of acrobatic, actually. This is its control. Let's go over the controller real quick. You have throttle. You have this is yaw control on your left stick, since this is a three-channel, and this is your pitch control and on-off switch right here. Now, the button in the upper right is the button of interest. You press this once and you'll switch from fully stabilized. I forgot to mention this is fully stabilized aircraft, so it's made for beginners to learn to fly. But once you get better at it, once your skills improve, press this button here, and this thing can do stunts, and pretty cool stunts too. It'll do loops and kind of Immelmans. You'll see when we go fly it today. Other things that you get in the box, other than the aircraft and its controller, you get a 300 milliamp hour battery, tiny little thing to keep the weight down on the aircraft. So it's, you can go with bigger batteries in there. This, up to even CMAX5C, I think, can fit in this battery bay down here below. But keep in mind, as you go to larger batteries, the weight of the battery increases, and that will affect somewhat the flight performance of the aircraft. So in actuality, you probably want to go with the lowest battery. A 300 milliamp hour battery should work best of all for this aircraft, and that is what's provided. You also get the WL Toys multi-charger for these type of batteries. You can find plenty of these on the internet. They're very, very widely available, very inexpensive, and with this charger you can charge two at once. So if you got a bunch of these, keep you up in the air flying for as much as you want. Make sure, if you do such thing, doing back-to-back flights, give it a little bit of cool-down time for these motors between flights. I would recommend letting it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before going on your next flight to let the motors cool down. It gives you better motor longevity of these brushed motors on this toy aircraft. You also get a spare set of propellers to go with this in case you ding up the propellers. And you also get the instruction manual. And the instruction manual comes in Chinese and English, and it seems to be reasonably well written, but some of the things are difficult to decipher. They don't translate properly using Google Translate. So let's go for a flight of the A100 and see how it performs. Hope you enjoy this flight. Okay, we're at one of my local favorite flying spots. Way out here in the desert. I got plenty of room to fly out here. No problem flying out here. So let's give it a try here. To start this up, what we need to do is first turn on the motors, or turn on the power. And I have the battery plugged in already. And then you put it on a flat and level surface and leave it sit there for a second. And then at the same time, you can turn on the transmitter. And you get a solid red light when this is bound. And we should be bound here. I'm checking the throttle. Let me show you the stabilization on this now. Again, I'm going to give it a little throttle when I'm doing this. Notice the back elevator here. As I'm pointing the nose of the airplane down, the elevator comes up, and when I push it up, it also comes down. Now if I tilt to the left or right, notice how the motors vary in pitch as they try to level the aircraft out again. So we are ready to fly. I'm going to put it on the ground here. I hope it'll take off from the dirt here. We'll see. If it doesn't, I'll hand launch it, but giving it throttle and take it to the air. There we go. Took to the air. Took a lot of runway there because of the dirt slowing it down. But let me lower the throttle. Cool airplane, ain't it? Let me bring it the other way around. Now we're going to do acrobatics here shortly, but first, now to turn this thing fast, you got to go into high rate. It turns real slow in low rate. We should be in high rate now. Let's see if I can do things like stunts. Cutting back on the throttle, giving it throttle, pushing down and up. Yep, there we go. Did a loop. Now I want to bring it in close, do a slow flyby. Or just a flyby, folks. Cool, huh? That's what I mean about this airplane. These A100 series, XK A100 series, are darn cool airplanes. I mean, they're amazing. To me, they are, at least. Now, as a beginner pilot, put it in low rate. I'm going back to low rate. Again, it's very slow in its turn, very docile performing. So, see, I'm trying to turn. That's as fast as it'll turn in this low rate. So you're going to need a big field if you're a beginner pilot. I'm going to high rate. And you can increase throttle and actually do much faster turns here by going diagonally. Let's left turn it. Bringing it around here. Cool. The XK A100. Neat airplane from XK. How could it do that at low levels, too? Cutting back on the throttle. Now I want to do some flybys. We're just going to turn it to the left here. It's not a slow plane. I wouldn't use this indoors, you know, as an indoor flyer. Let's do that again. Indoor flyer, no. It's just a little too fast for that. That's just being powered by a little 400 or 300 milliamp hour, 3.7 volt battery. Neat, huh? Now, the J11 version, I forgot to mention this. The J11 version required some assembly. I had to glue on the tails. But this version here, no assembly required at all. It's good to go out of the box, which makes it pretty cool in my opinion. Oh, you had to assemble, you had to attach the wind's picking up. You had to attach the wheels. The wheels were not attached to it, unfortunately, but that's about it. It was easy to put on those wheels, though. So, nice turns, huh? You got to give it throttle, and then you throw the sticks diagonally to make hard turn. That wind is picking up again. Don't care. Neat airplane that does stunts. Easily does stunts. Just give it throttle and pull back on the stick like that. And then let go. Let go of the stick once it levels itself. Neat, huh? XK always comes out with something neat. And this is no exception. Almost got me. Almost got the car. I can do these low-level flips. You know, that's cool. Okay, the battery's getting low. Let's bring it in. I gotta give it a lot more throttle now. So, that's the A100. Really, really neat airplane. I enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed that flight too. That was fun. So this is Quadcopter 101, signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.